Under Vladimir Putin, Russia is back. In St. Petersburg, Nevsky Prospect is bustling with consumers. The country is debt-free and has billions of pounds in the bank thanks to sales of oil and gas. But Putin's opponents say this new stability has come with a heavy price.
There's a joke. Only in Russia could they kick out the communists and bring in the secret police to run the place. Well, the next likely leader, Dmitry Medvedev, has no known KGB links, unlike Vladimir Putin. So what will his presidency mean for the future direction of this country?
We decided to take a journey around Mr. Putin and Mr. Medvedev's hometown of St. Petersburg to find out where Russia's going. The ride, a black Volga, standard issue for the security services. Our first stop was to meet a former Putin supporter. Speaking on condition of anonymity for fear of reprisals, Vladimir says in December's parliamentary elections, he was paid to rig the ballots.
The fact that elections are being rigged so openly was a real shock to me. It's not a democracy, and I don't have a good feeling about this election either.
It's not just democracy that's being suppressed, though. Journalist Anna Sharagradskaya claims a Medvedev presidency will not free the media from Kremlin slavery. The news in the run-up to the elections is being controlled as it was in Soviet times.
Every regional, local, town, city newspaper usually borrows from Moscow information which is fed. It's something which is fed by when I say the Kremlin, certainly those whom the Kremlin controls. And that's that.
In Russia, it can feel like the spies from the KGB headquarters Lubyanka have infiltrated the Kremlin. A recent survey of government officials' biographies suggested 78% are, like Mr. Putin, former secret policemen. Russia now follows a hawkish foreign policy, often lashing out at the West. Next stop, St. Petersburg University, where Mr. Putin and Mr. Medvedev studied.
Is Russian law.
Their former law professor tells me a thaw in the relationship with the West may take time under Mr. Medvedev.
He certainly will be very careful in further development of our relationship with Western and other countries. He will develop the image of our country as a great power.
And at Mr. Putin's former judo club, we found out why. Although there will be a new president, many Russians believe that a familiar hand will still be keeping a strong grip on how the Kremlin's run.
Я не волнуюсь, честно говоря, потому что я думаю, что все-таки курс уже намечен, и курс, который делал Владимир Владимирович, он и останется.
Dmitry Medvedev might not share Mr. Putin's KGB background, but when it comes to running Kremlin Incorporated, it won't make much difference. Expect Vladimir Putin to be the dominant force, and expect business as usual. Alex Rossi, Sky News, St. Petersburg.